just happened too, so let's focus on the bright side. Eriksen's alive, and so do you have any any thoughts? I'd like to say I'm pretty surprised at how solid Italy looked.
Yeah.
They looked really good. I think Italy not having a star, they'd have Immobile, but he's
Mhm.
not that Baggio, Pirlo, that superstar conducting the offense. They don't have it. Like the star of Italy is the group. It's not any individual. It's the group.
Right.
Uh, Spinazzola,
Yeah.
fantastic performance from
Hmm.
Spinazzola. Barella, all over the place. Jorginho, you couldn't take the ball off Jorginho. That's what he's really good. The offensive passes, yeah, he lacks a bit,
Right.
creativity wise, but with having the security and a teammate to always pass as an option, Jorginho's fantastic.
And we're not even talking about the absence of Verratti. I mean, you add that to the bunch. I don't know who the odd man out is, right?
But
And
Locatelli was there, right?
Locatelli was there, and he was solid. I mean, they did exactly what they needed to do. But you highlighted Immobile to begin with before the game. I said Insigne would also have an impact,
He
and
did.
they both did. And yeah, I mean, they're very much kind of stepping their way from dark horse to outside favorite. Wait, that's probably the same thing. Uh,
But
but
I was surprised that Chiesa didn't start.
yes,
He
yeah,
put Berardi, and I think next match he should change that
yeah,
because Chiesa Berardi was a little bit here and there. I
yeah.
wouldn't say I don't think he was the right choice. So let's see. It's to
Yeah.
look
Well,
forward
one
to.
one thing I gotta say, this Turkish team, obviously, you had people on either end of the fence with them about what they could do at this tournament. This is obviously going to put a lot of that into question, um, but they've got to inject. Not that this in our eyes, injecting a little youth into things tends to uh, do really well or push them to do a little bit better. I mean, right now you had Demiral. Demiral, unfortunately, was the own goal culprit. But aside from that, I mean, you had the Lille spine of Yilmaz and Yaziki and Celik, but there was really nothing inspiring coming from that. And you've got guys like Orkun Koksu, I probably pronounced that terribly, Sengiz Under, and Halil. I'm not even going to try that last name, but you have some of these young guys that really should have been brought on maybe a little bit sooner
I
than
agree.
they were to provide a spark. Now, I believe Under did come in right after halftime, but I do hope the Turkish team bounces back, and we do know that with this type of a competition, one loss does not kill you. It just
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
Now, losing 3-zip, that does hurt because goal difference does mean a whole lot moving forward. But I hope they do bounce back and get a little younger moving forward. Um,
Well, yeah, I think you got it right. And a player like Yilmaz, he age isn't helping, and having the youth around, getting those balls, passing him at the right place at the right time, he'll
yeah,
score goals.
yeah,
And I felt during the game it was very heavy on him, like
yeah,
pressing on the center backs. Italy used their cards extremely well, in my
sure.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Next topic. I think we got an interesting one here for everyone who likes to remember the names and have a short list of youngsters here. So we wanted to do an under 21 team of the Euros. So the best under 21 players in the Euros.
Well, first, you don't want to talk about that England Croatia game we just watched?
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
Well,
go.
let's because
We
we'll
can.
be. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll be linking back to the yeah. Obviously, you're
Yes,
going to
we
hear
are.
some of the names
Oh
you
yes,
usually
we
want,
are.
but
About the England game, I was surprised that Trippier was
yeah.
at left back.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, I think Mount is now a guaranteed starter for every game
I agree.
because Mount was a real threat constantly, combining a lot with Sterling.
Hmm.
That left side, that link up between Sterling and Mount was really good, and I think having Foden on the other end is always a really good threat, creative wise and
Yeah,
speed wise.
yeah,
Foden is he can be on the wing by himself. Foden,
yeah.
he's so special that he can be on the wing and he's always a threat.
Yeah, and
because
he
he can
showed that
cross
early
it
on.
in. Yeah,
Hmm.
he can cross it in. He can shoot the ball. It went to the post.
Yep.
If he had scored that with the new haircut, people would
Yeah.
have gone wild.
The
But
Gaza hair.
yeah. It's so yeah. That's what I think. Ben Chilwell should play at left back.
Okay.
I wasn't really impressed. Trippier was good, but he
Yeah.
wasn't. He wasn't. I don't think. I don't get it. I don't get it
Yeah.
honestly.
Well,
And yeah,
yeah. Well,
it
I got to
worked.
say something. I mean, Foden did kind of trail off near the end. But those early moments are pretty much he's going to grow into this tournament even more,
I
get more
agree.
comfortable. And I loved that matchup existed. Foden versus Josko Gvardiol from Croatia playing on the left there. 19-year-old RB Leipzig will be going there, and you had Phil Foden, and that that first moment or first real involvement from Phil Foden was just great. I mean, put enough separation between them. It was slotted through. He hit it really nicely, and I honestly thought that was going to carry him off the inside of the post and in the net. But no, it took. You ready for this? You actually gave me flack for this. It took Raheem Sterling to win the game. Raheem
I
Sterling.
gave you flack because Sancho's not playing.
I know.
And I want Sancho to play. And honestly, do I think if Sancho had played, England would have won? I think it's a possibility too.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's. I agree with you that Foden will grow even better.
Mhm.
But I agree. But Sterling did what he had to do. You
He
know,
did,
so
and the
he
narrative
scored
is
the
there.
goal. Yeah,
He,
exactly.
he was
So
born. He was born a couple minutes down the road, playing at a stadium that obviously is new. Wasn't there when he was born, right? But ultimately, he winds up scoring the game winner, match winner. Probably should have had another. And I mean, I have to say, it's bizarre to think that is his first goal at a major
mhm.
tournament. First goal at a major tournament. So I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't spell things well for Jadon Sancho moving forward. But you never know. I mean, I think there's going to be a little rotation here.
But
Um,
Foden did have a dip because Perisic was coming back defending though.
right.
Okay, that wasn't happening at the start, and they were marking two players then. And when
Mm.
that happened, he couldn't do the shots that he was doing that led to the goal going to the post.
Yeah. And
So
do you think this English defensive spine, as depleted as it seemingly is, you think it's good enough to win this championship, win
I
this title?
think I think that it was good enough to beat Croatia right now, but
Okay.
against France, I think Benzema is gonna make Mings regret being there. I can say that. That's a bold statement, but I think he impressed me. He impressed me in this match, Tyron Mings, but I don't think it's enough. But Walker at right back, solid player. Even Pick, there was a moment there where Walker just saved the ball and Pickford looked at him and he was like, it must be amazing to have defenders like this on your team. You know, that's the feeling I had.
Yeah. Well, it was a
And
first
Jude
match,
Bellingham, Jude
and Jude
Bellingham.
Bellingham. Yeah,
That's what you wanted to lead up, right, to the
I
new
did.